How you doing? It's Mark here, and I put out a poll asking, what videos do you want me to make? One of the best answers I got was, what does a supplement business CEO's day look like? What are the chores and things we should be doing? So let's get into it. Most people can't get through 20% of my videos, so no time for hi, no time for like and subscribe. Just go. So the first thing I do, obviously wake up and I hit the desk. The night before, I'm going to clean my desk, tidy it up, not immaculately, but I'm just going to make sure that when I walk into the room, I feel good. I look at my desk area, and you can see I do like a nice desk area. Get your desk sorted, make sure that it motivates you, so whether you're hungover, tired, or demotivated, at least when you sit down, you can think, well, I've got everything ready to go, and it feels good. Right, let's get into the real stuff. So number 2, check your site is up. This is the first thing I do every morning. Hit the link and make sure my site's still online. And what I'll also do is check the 3 key supporting sites are up as well. Now, what's a supporting site? A supporting site is a site that's driving the majority of traffic. Now, this might be a social media site for you, so it might be your Instagram page. And for all you know, you may have got a ban or a strike on your YouTube channel overnight, and suddenly your key traffic source is down. You want to get that fixed, and make sure your 3 sites are up. Another site could be an affiliate site as well. It doesn't have to be one of your sites. You might have a partner, an affiliate who's driving traffic to you in exchange for a commission, should a sale be made, and you want to go and check their sites as well. You don't want to leave it to them, because some affiliates won't check their sites for 3 months. They might have multiple sites, you know. So you want to set what I think would be a great idea is you go to somewhere like Uptrend or sitechecker.com, and what you'll do is put in your web address and you'll put in your website URL, and they will send you a little email should your site go down. But I'm still going to go in and check my site's up and my 3 key supporting sites are up. And I go and check them as well, because even if your site's up and you haven't got an email from one of these notification sites when the site goes down, meaning it's still up, it may be broken. While you're asleep, a plugin might have updated, for example, and thrown all the formatting out, or stopped the back end, such as WooCommerce, working, and people can't check out. So make sure you set your alerts and check your site. Number 3, check your emails. Now, we're not going to check our emails for the daily stuff. We can do that later on when we've had a cup of coffee. But what I'm going to do, my third port of call, if you like, is to go in and make sure that there's no one struggling to check out in real time. When people are looking to buy, their desire rate is at a maximum, and the longer we don't get back to them, the more it tails off and they lose interest. And I have woken up 2 emails saying, hey, I can't check out. There's a problem. I keep going to buy and nothing's happening. And that's been sent to me 2 or 3 minutes before I've checked. So I know that person is sat there hoping for a reply, and before I've rubbed my eyes and scratched my balls, I'm straight in with a reply, because that's where the money's at. So help them out. I had a time where I was doing campaigns to seniors. This is going back some years when a lot of seniors were still using Internet Explorer, but all support had been cut, and WooCommerce would no longer recognize Internet Explorer. So I had to make sure, because I was getting quite a few a week, I'd get in there and make sure no one was waiting for me to reply, and if they were, I'd be straight on it first thing I do and help them out. It might be that you need to suggest that they clear the cache. Control F5. It might mean that you need to get them onto another browser, and you can explain that to them, especially if you've got older clients. It might be that you need to send them a manual payment link, such as a PayPal link. But make sure you check your email for any buyers that are sat waiting because they got an issue. Number 4, check your daily sales to identify issues. Now, checking your daily sales is really cool. It's one of the things that motivates us, but really we need to get in there to make sure they're not down. And if they are down, we need to make sure we know what's going on. It could be that an ad's been banned, and you might have seen that, a notification that your ad's been paused for whatever reason, and you want to sort that out immediately. Again, it could be a problem with the site, but go and check your daily sales to make sure everything's as it should be and in line with how it has been for the last 30 days or so. Identify issues if it's down and get them fixed straight away. Take a breath, get a coffee, and do what you like for 30 minutes. But what I recommend is, and what I did every day with my coffee for the first 3 years, was go and watch a video. Spend 20-30 minutes learning something new, going studying the competitors, seeing what's coming up, what products are trending right now that might fit in nicely to my niche, and I would learn. I recommend using neilpatel.com. He's an absolute beast marketer, and he's got a load of great videos and taught me so much in these short little 4 or 5 minute videos. So make sure you spend that time as you're scratching your eyes and waking up and doing your teeth to learn a new skill. All right, so we're back to the desk and we're going to work. Check new business sources for any sales. All right, so one day out of nowhere, I have an affiliate. He's brand new. Like most affiliates, they just join and you don't think not a lot of it. But then this affiliate out the starting gate comes and does 3 orders on his first day. We want to go over, see who it is, thank them, make sure they know they're appreciated, and understand that these affiliates, the way we get great affiliates, the way we find people that are going to do the work for us is by building relationships with them. So go and see what's going on. See if you've got any new business and where it's coming from. And sometimes it might be an affiliate who's gone and got something wrong in their review or on their report. They might have made a claim about your product that could get you both in hot water. So if I see someone new come on, an affiliate's made a transaction, oh wow, who's this? Or I was referred by this person from this site. I'm just going to go and take time to have a look at the site, make sure everything's right. And if not, I'm going to give them some advice so that we can try and increase the conversion rate even more. If everything's cool, I'm just going to say thank you. And in some cases, as was the case with my main affiliate, when they've done such a great job of their review, I will go and take that information and share it with my other affiliates and say, hey, check out this site. This is how they've laid out their review. Notice they got pictures of them holding the bottle and everything feels really real. Try and emulate that. So I'll see what's going on with any new guys that are doing a great job and see if I can share anything with the other affiliates that are struggling to drive traffic for me. All right, number 7. Check any work done by freelancers or staff from the day before and educate them if needed. You should be waking up, maybe, certainly if you're using people around the world, you should be waking up to an inbox full of articles. Maybe you've got some content creators doing stuff for you. First thing in the morning, whilst they're still bright and still interested and they're in work mode, go and check the work. Go and say thank you if they've done a great job, and if they haven't, go and set out the points you need changing, adjusting, or doing better. All right, number 8, set the daily tasks, set their daily tasks and check in. I've just covered this. Set their daily tasks, make sure they know their tasks, praise good work, address poor work. Number 9, check your to-do list for your day ahead. Get reach outs, payments and partner meetings done. So anything that you need to do as a CEO, you might need to pay your shipping company, for example. You might need to meet up with an affiliate online, whatever. Get all that set, get your meetings booked, and get them out of the way next. Number 10, spend time on these 3 things only. This is the best piece of advice I can give you. Someone said to me, Mark, if you want this business to win, all you got to do is for the next 6 months, do nothing but work on one of these 3 things. And that is work on your traffic, find ways to get more people to the site, work on your conversion rate, find ways to get more people to buy once they're on the site, and number 3, work on the average spend. And I've made videos on how to do this. It's very easy. There's lots of things we can do, but that's where your focus should be for the majority of your day. Now, next thing we need, where are we at? Now spend time. Yeah, here we go. Check the calendar for upcoming events. This is a great one. So many people forget this. But you want to get into the calendar in your main country and see what's coming up ahead for these people. Now, we need to plan campaigns for Independence Day, July 4th, Black Friday, Halloween. Halloween one year I did I think it was $16,000, and all it was just a 3 email campaign, and I took the pictures of the bottle, just pictures of the bottle, and we put a little Freddy mask on one, Friday the 13th, and a little Jason hat with some claws on the other bottle. That went down an absolute storm. $16,000. 20% off discount, got everyone ramped up for a bit of a saving. So have a look at what's coming up and make sure you're 2-3 months ahead and that you plan a nice campaign with some graphics or something going on. Perhaps even you might want to put something up on the website as well to let new people who aren't on your email list know that you've got a discount. It doesn't happen often, so take advantage now. Check the calendar for upcoming events. I've got 12 on the list here. I'm not sure where I'm at. Check your stock run rate. Now, this doesn't need to be done daily, but this should be done weekly. Okay, so now we're into our weekly tasks where we should be making sure that we don't run out of stock. And I'll be honest, 13 years I've done it twice. It's not cool. Your customers get really upset with you. Now, people ask me, Mark, when should I order new stock? Is that at 100 bottles, etc.? No, it's a little bit more complicated than that. It's an equation based on, number 1, how much stock you've got left. Number 2, how many bottles you're selling a month. And number 3, how long it's going to take to replenish the stock. So if you're on a custom built formula, we know our laboratory, our manufacturer, is going to take 3 months to build another 1,000 bottles for you. And if we're selling, let's say we got 300 bottles left and we're selling 100 a month, well, we're going to run out in 12 weeks, in 3 months. So we needed to have ordered yesterday. So bear that in mind. It's how long it's going to take. Usually 2 weeks with private label, 3 weeks with approval of the label. But if you're reordering, you should have that done. So we're looking at around 2 weeks. And on a custom, 3 months. Look at how many bottles you're selling a month and how many you've got left. And that should tell you when you need to be ordering. What do we got here? Number 13, check your bank account to ensure you're saving. Yeah, exactly. Check your bank account to make sure you're saving for a restock. Having worked out your run rate and now knowing that, okay, let's say in 5 months, I need to place my order, put that in the calendar, set an email, keep an eye on the run rate to make sure if your sales go up, you order sooner. But you want to check your bank account and make sure that you've got the money there. And if not, then you might need to do an offer. If you've overspent and you haven't got any money, you might need to do a discount to get a large cash injection in from your email list, your existing customers, or put something up on the site. Keep an eye on your money, guys. It can catch you out sometimes, and we can get a little bit complacent and then find out that we haven't got enough to restock. Number 14, check your sales in relation to target. Identify issues if behind. I was behind one day, behind target, and you got 2 options. One is you just go okay, or 2, you sit down and you strategize how to get this turned around. And actually, when you do sit down and you start doing a bit of research and you go and look at some YouTube videos or some Neil Patel, and you think, well, what can I do? Maybe I could put free shipping on orders over $99 to incentivize a bigger order amount per average client. Maybe I could cut back an ad that's not working. I remember one day checking the ads, having not for a little while, and noticed that we had blown $2,000 on ads shown to mobiles in New York. On the other hand, we had desktops. We'd only had enough budget to get sort of 4 or 5 people in front of an ad on desktops in somewhere like North Carolina, and like 3 had bought. So you could be hemorrhaging money on ads, and what you want to do is cut that New York ad, in my case, and get that money moved over to, I only want my ads shown on desktops, etc. But make sure you're on track for targets. Set yourselves targets, and if you're not on for target, don't just sit back and say, well, it's one of those things. Start strategizing on ways to ensure that you do. Another thing would be to create bundles, etc. I'm going to run out of time because you're going to get bored, so I can't tell you the strategies. You're just going to have to work it out yourself. Right, where are we at? Number 15, work out next content to be made and designate to those responsible. If that's you, then get started. So this is where your day kind of starts. We've done all our checks. Going back to the daily, it's now time for you to get to work. I personally used to sit there and write out ideas for blogs. I used to like blogging myself because I built a niche around something I was interested in. And so I'd write a lot of the blogs and I'd enjoy that. But you've got to get your content going, especially in this day and age. Content is king. But don't go for quantity. Go for quality. It's better to have a quality article, 2,000-3,000 words that covers all bases, rather than getting someone to bang out 10 400-word articles using ChatGPT. Slow it down, make something really meaningful, and get that done. And if it's not you, make sure that your freelancers or your staff are doing it. 16, run site checks through nibbler.co and check Dib. Okay, so Dib, DIIB.com, really great site. You pump in your URL and then it'll start letting you know if your domain authority is going up and down, and we want a high domain authority. We build that, as I've told you in other videos. I'm not going to tell you now because I'll run out of time. So go figure that out yourself, watch my other videos. If we go to nibbler.co, we can type in our URL and it's going to break down the site for us. It's going to tell us whether we've got whether our site's SEO'd, whether we've got broken links, etc. Now, the free version gives you so much information anyway. It could take you 3-4 months to get your site dialed in just based on the stuff it's going to throw back on the free version. So I highly recommend you sign up for Dib, DIIB.com, to keep up to date with your domain authority. It's going to tell you your mobile loading speed and other cool stuff. If someone went and did some work on the site the day before and they forgot to optimize images, your mobile speed's going to plummet and you might not get some of that search traffic. So use Dib to tell you that, and use nibbler.co to go in and let you know about any issues with the sites. And if you want designated broken links, there are broken link checkers. I think brokenlinkchecker.com is a site, if from memory, that I use, and that's going to tell you if any of your buttons aren't working and other little things that Google hates. Number 17, start outlining your newsletter for month end. I've talked about the importance of building a community, and the best way to do that is to get a monthly newsletter. The reason being is, more importantly than anything, it's a little nudge to remind them of who you are. I would send my newsletter and I'd have sales within seconds light up on my phone, and for a long time I didn't understand how that could happen. I thought you wouldn't have even had time to read the email. But I hit send, and within seconds people are on the site, and then I realized, I know what's going on. When I hit send, they get a little desktop notification, and some people don't want to read what I've got to say, but they see it and go, oh, I'm about to run out, and they'll go straight to the site because you give them a little reminder. So start outlining your newsletter. Really what you need in every monthly newsletter is one really quality article. Give them a competition. I've talked about this in other videos. And finally, an offer. So 3 points: article, competition where they can win some bottles. Be smart with it. Make sure the question you ask of the competition is going to better the business. So one example would be, I'm thinking of launching these 3 products. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're thinking of only one. But just come up with another couple. I'm thinking of launching these 3 products in the next sort of 3 to 6 months. Which one do you want first? And then you can look at the poll ratings the next day, and you'll be able to see whether you're on track with the product you chose. And if you were wrong, maybe 67% of people say something else, and you're like, well, I need to get that product then. This is, again, going back to the email list. But we want to use those email lists, build that community, and you'll find that your customers are going to be really, really great at guiding the business for you, as long as you incentivize them with some free bottles. And I also always put a code in, because, and it goes out on payday, roughly the end of the month, the newsletter goes out, and a lot of people like to use the code. Number 18, plan staff nights out for the month if you have them. This was awesome. I always do this when I got a team. Certainly in the early days, we were out every single week. We lived next to a Lamborghini garage, so every Monday I took the guys for noodles, and then we'd go into Lamborghini, got to know the staff. They let us walk around the cars, and I'd tell them, listen, we're not there yet, but we will be one day. And they were cool, just let us go in there, and I'd get the staff up for it. And every 2 weeks on a Friday night, I'd take the team out and pay for all their beers, pay for all their food, and make sure they really understood they're not just staff, they're part of the family. And that really helped us bond, and it helped me get the best from everyone. They didn't feel they had a job, they felt they were part of a movement, and they loved it. We were a big family. So get your staff out if you have staff, and if not, I've already mentioned this, but just pick up the phone to your freelancers now and again and just say, hey, I want to say thanks. And throwing a bonus once a month, $50 for anyone that's done a great job, $100, will always go down well. Buy their loyalty and get the best from them. Last thing, number 19, update your vision board on the shit you want to buy or invest in, or the experiences you want to have. But it's always good to get your goals solidified in your head and up on the wall. It really, really does help. There's hundreds of videos on manifestation, all that stuff. I'm not going to go into it. But I found that I built a vision board, and sure enough, 6 months, 12 months, oh, I got that when I check it again, I got that. So make these things count. Get your dreams up on the board. Get them up on the wall. And it could just be, I worked with a woman a long time ago when Groupon came out, the first coupon site that gave you sort of a discount, and she wanted to sell 500 Groupons. And I went to her apartment one day, and in the bathroom and on the walls and everywhere, it just said 500 Groupons, 500 Groupons. And just that constant reminder is going to keep you busy rather than twiddling your thumbs. That's it. Like and subscribe. I'm going to go because you're not going to watch it, so see ya.